Forster.
Thank you, Mr Twigg, for calling me in this important debate. It's a pleasure to serve under your chairship this afternoon. I want to start by thanking my honourable friend for Harrogate and Aysper for firstly securing this debate, but also the way he introduced it and shared the stories of his constituents. Our constituencies are very different, Mr Twigg, but the stories that I heard are very similar, and there is a thread going through that children that are reliant on the homeschool transport are often failed. My constituency of Woking for another 10 months is served by Surrey County Council. And that is a real challenge for them, as Surrey County Council is, I've called many times for its children's services to be investigated and put in special measures. And homeschool transport is another one where I think they let people down. Surrey spends the third most in this country of any local authority on home-to-school transport. At the last count, over £65 million in 1 year. It regularly overspends, and the vast majority of that money is spent on home-to-school transport for children with special educational needs. Last year, the Daily Telegraph said that workers in Surrey have been left unable to book taxis first thing in the morning because firms are too busy ferrying pupils to school. And on top of that, I speak to many parents and carers in my constituency of Woking who are struggling and are fighting to get the home-to-school transport that their child needs. No one is happy with the system. The system is not working for anyone, whether that be a parent, a carer, or a taxpayer or a wider community. It is broken. And it's particularly broken in Surrey because our county council has not invested enough in send school places. That means that the school places that are available for send children in my constituency of Woking are often far away, so home-to-school transport is absolutely essential. If we had a capital investment, an investor-save approach to building more send school places, the bill for home-to-school transport could be reduced and the quality of life for my young constituents would improve. Surrey County Council is not doing that, and I think it is disgusting that they haven't. One of my constituents, a young male constituent who is in a wheelchair due to cerebral palsy and suffering from epilepsy, was given an education place 25 miles away from their home. They had to leave my constituency, go through the next constituency, if I may, go through my honourable friend for North East Hants constituency, then again to go to another one. The County Council didn't think that journey merited home-to-school transport. They said that child was on their own. That's absolutely appalling, and thankfully that decision was reversed. But there are inappropriate routes that my county council has tried to suggest children should travel on so they can avoid giving home-to-school transport. One young girl was told to walk down a narrow country lane where there are no street lights and no pavement to ensure that she didn't qualify to home-to-school transport. Yet again, via tribunal and complaints from my office, we got the right decision. But parents shouldn't be having to fight time and time again to get what they're entitled for. So I do echo the calls from my honourable friend from Harrogate and Aysper, especially for a joined-up approach for school places and home-to-school transport. My honourable friend did talk a lot about the challenges that homeschool transport has in rural areas, and I do agree the rural delivery grant, services grant was really important, and it's sad that that has gone. But in my constituency of Woking, where in Surrey we're the 5th most congested place in the country, there are other challenges as well. Having a home-to-school transport system in a congested county means that is a real challenge. I do want to turn to another issue that I have raised previously, and that is of safeguarding. I have ran Westminster Hall and led Westminster Hall debates about safeguarding before, following the appalling abuse, torture and murder of my 10-year-old constituent, Sarah Sharif. And that case has huge implications for local authorities, children's services that I won't repeat now. But that case does have significant impact on home-to-school transport as well. Zara's father and murderer was a licensed taxi driver. He was employed by the county council to support vulnerable children with home-to-school transport. That information, even though from day one in her life the council knew she was at risk for my father. They didn't tell that to the taxi licence team. They didn't tell that to the home school transport team. And I want to echo the words of my honourable friend from Eastbourne. I was there when he raised education questions and PMQs. There is clearly an issue with safeguarding, and I would urge the Minister to agree to meet with me so we can improve the situation. The Children's Wellbeing Bill is a notable improvement on sharing data, but I don't believe it goes far enough to stop what could have happened in Surrey. In summary, Mr Twigg, I hope this debate forces the government to review home-to-school transport, to reassure constituents that services are not going to be taken away from them. But I believe we can deliver better value for money, and we can deliver a better service that young people deserve. Thank you.
Just before